Good morning. It's Monday, November 4th, and that means two things. The real key to persuasion is presenting a viable, believable alternative. It's not about facts, it's actually about fiction. Speculative fiction. But nonetheless, it's time for the Lighting Industry News Brief brought to you by Keystone Tech. And the product spotlight is a twofer, in the sense that it's two things. The linear and round high bay. The linear comes with a bunch of options, including a standard 90-degree lens or a 45 by 110-degree aisle lens for your narrow high aisles, the kind you might have in your own warehouse. The round high bay lenses allow you to have one fixture across one project, but all of them come with sensors, emergency options, adjustable power, adjustable CCT, rugged construction for the modern environment. That's KeystoneTech.com with your high bays, with your optic swaps, with everything you need, with the link in the description, if you please. Let's talk about the news. Nailed have announced a new controls training certificate. This LSC is back as an actual full certification. It's a 2-day in-person training event at the ArcLight Summit. There's going to be some prep courses online ahead of time, but you should sign up now. The link is on nailed.org. Please sign up. Global Lighting closed suddenly, and one of their major partners, Zero Lighting, is seeking a new distribution partner pronto. NEMA has formed a new color committee. The C78 working group will develop new color standards and CCT standards. DLC6 is coming, and tech previews for that are already available. The next version of LEED will focus on embodied carbon in building products. Version 5 will probably change how we source materials. Raven Resources has bought Grove Electric. No details on the PE firm's price or plans for the near future. The USDA has expanded grants to pork producers. Now the pig farmers in 12 states can apply for climate project funds. Lone Star Electric Supply is now in the Pelican State. Their first out-of-state shop is in New Orleans. Sales are down at Signify. Q3 saw sales decline by 6%. At Schneider, Q3 sales were actually up. Revenues were up 8%. Universal Display plans a new dividend of 40 cents per share. This has been actually the norm for Universal Display for a while. Sales are up at Graybar, 4% increase. The Canada Light Expo was on Get a Grip on Lighting, specifically Gaurav Juneja and Tom Butters. Q3 at Wesco shows sales down by 2.7%. King Lighting announced that their 9 months of earnings were 1 billion yuan, renminbi, Chinese currency. The full year guidance at Hubble now indicates that revenues will be at $16-ish per share. Shadler Yesco's Secure Workplace Culture Award has been awarded to them from the Best Place to Work consultant agency. Batteries Plus is opening 4 new stores in Boston. The CIE has published a new research strategy doc outlining their new priorities for work to publish in the near future. Amoresco is an energy service company of the year. That's from Frost & Sullivan. The Indie Cinema Alliance has renewed their partnership with Lighting Tech International because xenon lamps for projectors are getting hard to find. And the next big thing on the LGBTQIAA agenda is more lighting, because 3/4 of all centers for advocacy and support have suffered threats, and they really would like to improve their security. In rep agency updates, Lynx has partnered with Fine Light in SoCal, and Bell & McCoy has bought Lighting Partnership. In legal briefs, fined in France, Schneider Electric, Legrand, Rexel, and Sompar have been found guilty of price fixing under their competition authority. All 4 of these organizations will be planning appeals at the Paris Court of Appeals. The fines right now are in the hundreds of millions of euros. A Texas sign maker has been arrested. Taylor Jeffrey McKemberly was claiming to make illuminated signs for businesses, and then he would just run off with the deposits. The trial is pending. In events news, we have a one-day building information modeling symposium from the IES on December 3rd. That's on the web. And the full schedule for Circular Lighting Live next year, 2025, September 2025. The full schedule for that is up and running. In IoT news, NEMA is boosting interoperability with a C137.10 targeting connected infrastructure. Siemens has bought Altair. This is a software company secured at a rate of $113 per share. We have new controls products from Fluxworks. Maxlight has partnered with Kasambi for wireless networking. Ubiquia has showed off a new utility-grade solution for streetlight controls. GE Sync is one of Time Magazine's best inventions of 2024. Javid Butler and Robert Bell were on the Lighting Controls podcast. We have a new smart appliance security guideline document from Europe, specifically the European Telecommunications Standards Institute. BeamSpot is integrating lampposts with EV chargers. They're already on sale for the office campus market in California. The right to repair has come to the McFlurry machine. Maybe lighting can follow suit without a lawsuit this time. And BirdFi has launched the Internet of Birds. Birds are real, but 5G-ready bird feeders are for sale if you like watching your birds all the time. In R&D news, the Center for Organic Photonics and Electronics has built a spectrally better SSL. This is a violet LED base that's better at matching daylight qualities. We have a new map of hypothalamus responses to lighting illuminance. This is a study of the human brain. And there's more questions than answers after this, is what I will say, as a non-brain scientist. But we do know how light affects the brain, literally at the light-to-brain level, meaning to be found later. Dark matter, the stuff you can't see at all, it's barely observable, can be made observable if it's next to a black hole, which is really counterintuitive, guys. And we have a new development in Wi-Fi as a sensor model because adding machine learning to it allows Wi-Fi devices to act as sonar, not only detecting that there is signal disruption, but what shape that takes. Ain't that a thing? On the dark side of things, Alan is a particular bother to wallabies, particularly in their reproductive cycle. The National Highway Traffic Safety Authority is moving ahead on active dimmable headlights for cars. Meanwhile, the head of AAA wants headlights to actually be brighter. He also admits that headlights are terribly paced and terribly aligned on most cars, but that's another matter. Dan Weissman was on Restoring Darkness to talk about safety. Residents of Holasivius in Prague have complained that street lighting is actually brighter at night than daylight is during the day. We have fewer turtle nests in Palm Beach, Florida this year, but that's normal. No alarm this time. No need to revamp all the lighting in Palm Beach. Things are normal. It's great to say something's normal. Beckett, Massachusetts, residents are seeking a new dark sky bylaw. Santa Cruz, Arizona will be setting lighting limits on new buildings. And in Mobile, Alabama, a pickleball court is being lit by the users' cars, and residents don't like that. Like, they're playing games at night and leaving their cars on and to light the field, and that's no good. That's no good. In horticultural news, Winsted, Connecticut cannabis farms are going to start working outside. Boulder County, Colorado is offering LED rebates to growers. A Minnesota utility ran out of money for their LED rebates for growers. And we have a new non-contact measurement for photosynthesis progress for cannabis and berries and most plants, really, I guess. That's how photosynthesis works. In recommended reading, we have new labor regs that you cannot ignore next year. We have a paradigm shift in DMX and DALI from C. Webster Marsh. We have lighting for healthcare. We have retrofitting for the future. Why you should only read 3-star product reviews. We have solar cells and indoor IoT challenges. We have what utility deregulation does to consumer costs. We have healthy building policy and the future. Daylight savings time remains inevitable. And here's a guide on how to make that not terrible. We have rules for cargo shipping and cargo carbon emissions changing. We have the next gen of LED filaments. We have a recap of the DLC controls element, a review of every smart bulb you can buy on Amazon. We have an area landlord insisting that paying someone else to change light bulbs is a real job. And in case studies, we have lighting at Walmart Store of the Future, relighting the Seattle waterfront, rebranding Electric in France, and atomic golf in Vegas. Locally, we have $9.4 million for manufacturers in BC to improve their energy. We have new funds for California infrastructure. We have new lighting inside and out on the Transamerica Pyramid in San Francisco. We have new grants in Champaign, Illinois. We have new park lighting in Jonesboro, Arkansas. Miami Lakes, Florida's mayoral election includes debates about lighting. Folsom County, California is seeking applications for their lighting commission. And pedestrian safety is an election issue in Fargo, North Dakota, because sometimes elections are normal. Lights will be dimming in Jackson, Michigan overnight. UW-Madison is debating pathway lighting. Tawas, Mississippi is debating a single lamppost removal. We have new lighting inside, outside, and on runways at Colorado Springs Airport. We have new lighting in downtown New Albany, Mississippi. We have new funds for lighting on the Trans-Canada Trail. We have solar lighting on a push button control for 150 bus stops in London, Ontario. We have all the lighting for a retrofit being donated to an Airedale, Alberta arena. And Split Rock Lighthouse will once again be observing the wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald by turning on for one night. This is a defunct lighthouse that only turns on November 10th. And when does it turn on? Well, after sundown, you better take care, 'cause driving conditions are particularly hazardous in the week after daylight savings time. Internationally, the UK will be removing 1.5 million lampposts from service forever. No replacements planned. Bristol is hosting new pretzeled lamps as art. We have a new clay pot lamp record set for this Diwali in India, and we have a new energy efficiency program in Bangladesh. In People News, we have managers moving around at Omnicable. We have 2 new fellows at the IALD. Caravel has picked new board members. Kay Pollock is now the chair at Kasambi. Akya Donaghy is now on the board of Lighting Europe. And Nicole Carlson joins CGS as their quotations specialists. And in things that are weird, LiDAR has spotted lost cities on the Silk Road. You can also make your own laser tag set. You can add LEDs to a cake. And how smart lighting can save you from stubbed toes. Again, I'm Scott Wachter. I want to thank you for your time. Thank you for your attention. I want to thank S-Spin and Revco. I want to thank Light Efficient Design. I want to thank Sylvania, ETI, and you. Once again, enjoy your week. Enjoy the music. See ya.
Lord, I'm sitting here in the dark. Wondering what to pray. Lord, why didn't you save me? Let me go through hell. I know you were watching me when I fell. still wish I could see your smile.